Luca is battling away. Araujo comes out the victor. He gives it away himself, and Rowe plays a lovely ball through. This could be problems here for AC Port of Spain. They have a lot of numbers back, though. Strike comes in. Frederick saves it easily.
And again, you see AC Port of Spain not being able to put more than one or two passes together. But Simmons, it's a lovely tackle by Lucas Shaw.
To check and see if it was actually Luke Shaw.
Similar looks as well, too, if you look closely to Luke Shaw and Lucas Shaw. Not sure why he did that, but it's a throw in for City FC.
Sometimes you just have to get it away, Enrique. As one defender told me when I was playing, when I was younger, sometimes you just have to look ugly, get the ball out of the danger area.
Versus City, for City FC goal leading that encounter on the 15th.
Wise man, that defender.
Considerable 5 goals.
It's Rampol. Rampol
Boys respond.
gets past his man. He's coming up the left-hand side. Tries to cut back, but it's well defended by Kumani Campbell. But it's Simmons.
Game number 2 in the under 17 Pro Series versus
Really have seen
RSSR.
AC Port of Spain grow into this one.
And in the under 15, City FC
Coach
Blue
will be pleased with
takes
the
on
response from his team,
DIBE
as you said as
Dragons.
well, Enrique. Conditions
That is
very
game number 2
grueling.
in
The sun
under
is
15s. The
scorching,
City FC
no
Blue
pun
versus
intended.
DIBE Dragons. And
It's difficult to find your fitness, especially being down. So we have to give
versus
AC Port of Spain a lot of credit. Lovely ball through from Araujo. But that's excellent from Captain Lucas Simon Thompson.
Like you said, whatever the coach told the AC Port of Spain players at the halftime break, it's definitely working. They look a much better team. Here's Nanton on the right. Just loses out, but he's fighting hard to get it back. And he wins a throw-in.
Excellent move from Nantan. And that's the thing. A lot of players who have this skill, who have the ability, tend to lay off their defensive duties. But Nantan works hard, tracks back. We saw him a few minutes earlier getting back and making a big clearance, and just there his pressing ability too. And you can see the players bending over. It's absolutely hot. And the kind of effort that they are putting out, you're going to see a lot of that today.
It is definitely hot. I have a lot of respect for footballers and athletes in Trinidad and Tobago and the Caribbean, as a matter of fact. Definitely not the same sun we were playing in our days.
Enrique, I think you're revealing our age. Nevertheless, it's a goal kick here for AC Port of Spain, Frederick. As you said, he's had a bit of an up and down game. He's made some saves, but his
Never
handling
counts
wasn't too
anyone
good in
out.
the first half.
1 half, so 5 goals
And to be fair to him, there's not much keepers
goals seen strange
at the under 17 level that is going to keep out Nanton's goal.
expected.
But he's coming closer to the City FC goal. Looks like a corner kick for AC Port of Spain.
Beautiful weather.
So there's Rampol, who is coming across to take it, the goal scorer for AC Port of Spain. And taking his time, I mean, I could understand the heat, but you're chasing a game here. You would expect him to have a little bit of urgency. But is a bit of a dead ball specialist himself, is Ricardo Rampol.
Minutes later.
Ronaldo Rampol, rather.
Puts in a
Lovely
good
ball
ball.
Corner.
It's well cleared
Cleared
away.
away by Richardson.
Here comes CTFC goal with another tap looking for goal number 6.
Over on the other field, City FC Gold under 15 leading 5-0 against Boys. So it's a good day for City FC so far.
Good
2 for 2. Can't get better than that.
good exhibition.
Of course, tomorrow as well, for those English Premier League fans, Manchester City will be in action against Arsenal. Is this a weekend for the cities?
Here they are now, looking for goal number 6, a great opportunity, and oh my goodness, off the post, the follow-up is into the
There is a free kick here for AC Port of Spain. Araujo whips it in. It's a decent looking ball as well. And Leach catches that one behind the goal line. Araujo normally is very accurate with his set pieces, Enrique. Today hasn't really been on the mark as he usually is.
Definitely is having an off day. It's my first time seeing Araujo play, but you can tell that he has a lot of quality.
Really unlucky.
As we take a look at the other field, as I just mentioned, City FC goal under 15, 5-0 up against Boys. So it's action all around here at Foundation Park, and City FC at the top right now. Both teams winning in these early kickoff games here at the Trinity College Mocha Grounds, better known as Foundation Park, or maybe the other way around.
I've always known it as Trinity Mocha Grounds. I had no idea it was called Foundation Park. But it's a lovely name.
For a lovely ground as well. Here's Nanton, lovely skill from him once again. Thompson into Nanton, always looking to get onto the ball. Rowe. Regan Rowe just
Looking for options. Thought he was going to have a shot there.
Yeah, but does have that ability to just slow down the game and make it tick, much like Rodri or Busquets. Declan Rice, ball whipped in nicely. Cleared away by AC Port of Spain, but danger still there. Here's Shaw, has a strike.
Good save by Frederick.
1, 2, 3, and I tell you what, the finish.
Frederick definitely has grown into this game. He looks better and better with each save.
Decent strike as well from Shaw. It was pure, but lacked accuracy to beat Frederick.
Of his markers, almost making them look like cones, really. What a
And
display of skill.
14 minutes of normal time remaining in this one. AC Port of Spain need to find that equalizer.
Young under 15.
Coming into this game as well, AC Port of Spain just one spot above City FC on the table.
Boys, Hande, Mountain attack.
It's a lovely layoff. Here's a shot. It's wide.
Great play again. We spoke about the chemistry from City FC, and that's lovely football. A little flick over the top. I think it was Rowe in the end who got the strike away. Should have done better, somebody of his quality. But you do sense that if a third goal is to come, Enrique, it does look like it would go the way of City FC.
Most definitely. Ethan Frederick, however, he will definitely have an impact on that. And like I said, he has looked better as the game has progressed. It's an 8:30 start here, so he was probably a little bit nervous, a little bit asleep still. But as the sun has gotten hotter and the game has gone on longer, he has looked better.
Certainly, Frederick, and it does seem as if the referee has called for a cooling break, which is absolutely necessary in these conditions. But as it stands, Enrique, it's City FC leading 2-1. What have you made of the game so far?
Definitely, AC Port of Spain have found their way into it. I think in the first half they were a little bit flat. They lacked a little bit of energy. As the game has gone on, definitely they've gotten better, especially after the second half. You could see the intensity they've come out with. You can see they have a clear game plan, and they're trying to execute that game plan, especially through their number 10, Ronaldo Rampol, who is the goal scorer for them. For City FC, they've done more or less of the same. They've gotten the ball a little bit less to Jeremiah Nanton. Nanton, most dangerous player on the pitch by far, scoring that absolute beauty our free kick in the second half. But City FC, they have the control of the game. I think now it's time for composure, keeping the football simple and just trying to keep possession of the ball.
Yeah, certainly. And you might also think that coaches might dip into their pockets here. We might see some substitutions. There have been some tired legs as well out on both teams. Coaches might just freshen it up. But it's a lovely day here, sunny. Foundation Park in the Under-17 Northzone Youth League. Early kickoff action here at Foundation Park. The fans are starting to roll in. The parents, the friends, the siblings, the relatives. Everybody is coming out here to the Trinity College Mocha Grounds to witness the future of Trinidad and Tobago football.
And it's a lovely atmosphere as well, too. I was very surprised driving to the ground this morning. Banners are up for all the sponsors. There's a lot of families who come to watch their children, their family members play. It's a lovely atmosphere. There's also food on sale. It's burning my nose right now.
Well, I was just about to say, I think I see your car parked closest to the food tent. So I already know your intentions of being here today. But the players are back out on the field and play does resume. AC Port of Spain have 10 minutes to try and salvage something from this match. And here we go. Joseph. He really is the creative spark in this team, Enrique. Is Joseph hasn't really been able to get on the ball for AC Port of Spain as much as he would like.
Definitely. And I think just in general, AC Port of Spain have not kept the ball well. But here's Simmons. Gets it to Joseph. It's a lovely shot by Caden Matthews, but well handled by Malachi Leach.
Yeah. And he releases Shaw, who tries to be cheeky, and Matthews does well to win it back. Lovely skill from him. Don't think it went out. Oof, tough call. Didn't look like it went out from our angle.
Definitely didn't. But the referee has the final say at the end of the day, and it's a throw City FC's way.
Surely another goal for City FC would kill off this one. Let's take another look. Whole ball has to cross the line, Enrique, and I don't think it did. So, unlucky there, AC Port of Spain.
That's human error.
Here's
Human's not perfect.
Here's Shaw, lovely. Ooh, thought it was a lovely ball through, but somehow City FC retained possession. Nanton is in support and does get it eventually. Cuts back onto his right. Can he get a cross in now, Nanton? Does.
So Rowe has a shot. It's weak. Goes wide.
Yeah, it hasn't been his best day today, Reagan Rowe. As I've been saying, he does have the quality, is getting into those areas, but just hasn't been able to connect with the ball in the way that he usually does.
2-1 on the 17th. CTFC still leads over AC.
Looks like a couple of substitutions are coming on.
Yes, substitutions. Well, a couple of them. AC.
2 for City FC. 2 for AC Port of Spain. 1 for City FC. Some fresh legs might just help AC Port of Spain right now.
That one is cleared straight out of play, and it will be a City FC throw.
For City.
City FC trying to find that
In the under 15s.
third goal just to kill off this game. AC Port of Spain still in it. 1 goal, as they say, is no lead
CFC goal.
until the final whistle is blown.
Just about 7 minutes left here for AC Port of Spain to find an answer.
That one launched upfield. Manswell battling away but loses out.
Chance for goal,
And it's
saved.
Joseph. Ball played through, looking for Rampol, who could be in here. And that's brilliant defending there. Excellent intervention.
By the keeper.
As that could have been problems, Enrique.
Anticipating.
That was wonderful by Kumani Campbell. quite possibly City FC's best defender today.
Yeah, he's looked really good, and he has the pace as well to deal with Rampol. There he is.
And that's what happens when one player can play multiple positions. Talking to his coach earlier, they say that he plays out wide sometimes, so that's where that speed comes in. But he's playing at a centre half today. Arahu puts it in. Ball just over the top of Matthews. And it's a goal kick for City FC.
Yeah, it was a good idea from Arahu. Again, you could see he's trying to create something. Just missing the mark with his passes and his set pieces as well. But for AC Port of Spain, Leach looking to play out from the back, but forced to go long by the press of AC Port of Spain.
Goal number 6. Dariel Alzola with the goal.
It's good play. Here's Captain Simon Thompson. Ooh, that's a poor giveaway straight to Arahu as well. Giovanni Lewis has entered the fray, the number 11 for AC Port of Spain, an attacking option. So it's actually Rampol who has made way for him, the goal scorer for AC Port of Spain. And Lewis.
Like I said, fresh legs for AC Port of Spain is just what they needed. Rampol, he put in a good shift, scoring the one goal for AC Port of Spain, but they're going to be looking for another, and I don't think he had the legs to just quite do that for them this game.
Hercules takes the throw and gives it immediately away. Lewis trying to battle away. So a correction there from our end. Rampol still on the pitch. It was actually Simmons who made way for Giovanni Lewis, the number 11.
City and AC Port of Spain. Not much in it. One goal the difference.
I think he's the president of the Federation. I don't know if he still is, but he was.
So 4 minutes remain. Thereabout. Here's Rowe on the ball for City FC. Plays it into Shaw.
It's a shot. Well blocked by the AC Port of Spain defender.
Goodness, Akri.
Frederick goes long. AC Port of Spain still looking for that equalizer.
He was looking for Lewis there, fresh of the legs. Lewis just could not control the ball. And it's a throw in for City FC.
I think as well, Lucas Shaw has had a really good game himself.
Another substitution for City FC. Lucas Shaw coming off. Coming on for City FC is Nuri Sajabi.
JP. Well, finally.
Here they go again. City FC still looking for that third. Manswell is in space and has a strike. Frederick holds on.
Good save there by Frederick.
Few chances well went his way. Finally able to convert.
Here they are, City FC.
Rampol wins it. Tries palming it off to Lewis, wins a foul in the process.
There's that strike once again from Manswell. You can't give him that kind of space. But in a flash, AC Port of Spain have a set piece. And Another opportunity to equalize. Remember, they did find an equalizer when they were down 1-0 and immediately surrendered parity to an absolute beautiful free kick from Nanton. But can they find the equalizer here?
AC Port of Spain, 5 men just in and around the box. And it's put to Lewis. Lewis, he almost gets the bubble off of Leach, but Leach eventually did well. Now he's sending Nuri. Campbell. Back to Leach. And Leach gives it away. It's well done by Kenai Richardson.
City FC just trying to see out this one. Few minutes remain. They have their lead and they've won a foul as well. That will do them a whole lot of good.
Here comes City again. Long
In the
switching ball.
final minutes of play, of normal time, that is. City FC have that opportunity to find that third goal that they've been looking for, and it's Reagan Rowe standing up over this one. The Fatima College man.
Rowe comes from a family of footballers.
One was high in the sky and well met by a City FC player, but nothing came of it in the end. I think it was another substitute for City FC.
Rampol gives it to Lewis. Lewis. It's well defended by Campbell. Campbell wins a throw. Like I say, Campbell has been the best defender for City FC today.
Just received a yellow card, sorry. Not sure if he gave some attitude to the referee or to somebody on the side there, but he has been booked.
More substitutions coming on for AC Port of Spain. Coming off is Joshua D'Souza.
Rampol couldn't keep control of that one, and Manswell wins back possession for City FC. Here's Campbell. Launches it forward. Oh, that's a lovely ball over the top from Araujo, and this could be problems. But I think offside might have been the call.
Number 15, Tashon Jones, just coming on for AC Port of Spain. Another attacking option.
AC Port of Spain still knocking on the door. That's well won back though. And here goes City FC. Good defending. And a throw in for City FC. If they do manage to hold on to this one, it'll be 2 wins in a row for the boys in grey. As I said, a convincing win last week over RSSR. And this win here will do them a lot of confidence, having lost their first game, to bounce back with 2 wins and to beat a team that was unbeaten so far, as you said, Enrique. It'll be really good for the City FC camp.
Definitely. And it's a long season, so it will build a lot of confidence for the City FC players going forward, knowing the type of form that they have had individually. I'm sure the whole team is going to be buzzing for this entire week.
Well, here they are still in possession, City FC, trying to see out this game.
3 minutes of added time has already been played. How much more time is the referee going to add? But AC Port of Spain, they come again. Leach clears.
There's going to be problems here for AC Port of Spain. Lovely ball through. Frederick does well to come off his line and claim that one.
And Fredericks, he gets it clear.
Matthews looks long into Rampol, but again, good defending by City FC. Campbell. Ooh, unconvincing clearance, and this could be problems. Here's Lewis. Araujo plays it through. Can't keep control once again. But the ball, danger still there. Araujo is in space. Will he have a strike? He does. It's well blocked again by City FC.
Here's to Sean Jones. Just can't keep it in play. And it's a good throw in for City FC. Over 4 minutes of added time played now. How much more time is referee going to give?
Giuseppe goes long. And
Beats everyone.
Just a few minutes remaining in this encounter.
AC Port of Spain still knocking on the door in the late stages. Can they find that equalizer, Enrique?
2-1.
Lewis.
City's
Araujo. Araujo tries to give it to Joseph.
trying to find the
Just
Manchester
short.
City, but here
And
comes
here's
City once again. The keeper.
Frederick again. Lewis.
Out of danger, but
Lewis wins a free kick.
referee knows for an infringement.
Taken quickly to Araujo. Back to Lewis. Lewis looking for Rampol. Just finds the City FC player instead. A throw.
And, well, that is indeed goal number 8.
Toussaint looks up, launches it forward, but again, easily taken down by Richardson.
That's 8 goals now to
And here they go again, City FC. That's excellent defending.
my.
6 minutes of added time
Goal scored by Tyreek Abdul Hamid.
played so far. But you're seeing now more in modern football that 6 to 8 minutes is the average time that people get now to end a game. Almost 90 minutes they have played.
Yep, you're absolutely right. And here go AC Port of Spain trying to capitalize on the extra time. Lovely ball through. Lewis is in a dangerous position here, the substitute. Plays it off. AC Port of Spain trying to work something. Here's Joseph. Ball whipped in. And well defended by City. And further cleared. And anytime now the referee should be blowing that whistle 3 times to signal the end of the game.
It's a foul through. Bad timing for AC Port of Spain to lose possession. And you'll have to believe that now the referee will blow for full time.
That is goal number 9.
9 goals over on field 2 between City FC Gold and Boys. City FC lead 9-0. City FC Gold, that is. Absolute massacre over on the other field here at Foundation Park.
To stop them from going in at this point.
AC Port of Spain really throwing the kitchen sink here at City FC.
Traffic.
You could see Araujo there just urging his strikers to go get the ball.
Judy F. Phillip. And of course, Akring again with the assist.
Here's Araujo.
Goes wide all the way to Rampol. Rampol loses out. AC Port of Spain. What a time to pick to have possession of the ball.
Here's Araujo.
They've waited until the end of the game to start stringing passes together. City FC have not had much answers in the last 10 minutes or so going forward. And that's because they don't have the ball.
2 players are down here. Looks like Manswell for City FC, who seems to have gotten an injury. Did win a foul. There is an AC Port of Spain player down as well. Has been down for a while, but
Looks like Joseph.
Lots of time being added on here, Enrique. I mean, AC Port of Spain wouldn't mind.
Approaching 9 minutes of added time.
Let's take a look, see exactly what happened there. Just a little nick there. It's actually Matthews. After that collision, stayed down on the ground. Is up to his feet now, which is a good sign. Just getting some of that magic spray, which seems to really work.
I used the magic spray for the first time last week. It does. It burns, but it works.
No pain, no gain. As we are certainly in the dying stages of this encounter between AC Port of Spain and City FC. Early kickoff, 8:30 p.m. here at Foundation Park in the under-17 a.m. rather. Northzone Youth League. City FC lead 2-1. 2 Jeremiah Nanton set pieces, 1 penalty and 1 free kick. And of course the lone goal from Rampol for AC Port of Spain, which they thought was the goal that got them back into it. But Nanton had other ideas.
Here's Rowe. Goes back to Richardson. To Rowe again. Almost won there by Tashawn Jones. And you'll have to believe that the referee is going to blow his whistle any second now.
Well, good composure there, and AC Port of Spain still have a chance. Not if they're giving away the ball like that. It's a lovely ball from Captain Thompson, but his teammate just wasn't on the same wavelength as him. That one rolls out for AC Port of Spain through.
And the referee has the whistle close to his mouth. I believe that this would be the last piece of action here. But play continues. AC Port of Spain. It's a lovely ball, cutting the 2 defenders in half. A shot well saved by Malachi Leach.
Well, what an end to the game that would have been if that went in.
Joshua Hercules. A lovely ball played, splitting the 2 defenders in half. Hercules getting it on his stronger right foot. Just not far enough for Malachi Leach
But it is an
to
opportunity.
not reach.
Here's an opportunity here for AC Port of Spain in the dying stages of this one.
And the keeper is at the half line. All 10 players of AC Port of Spain in the box. All 9 players of AC Port of Spain in the box. It's put in, and it's headed over the top.
And that's the last bit of action, and it could have been a very exciting end there, but City FC hold on to their 2-1 lead. A brace from Jeremiah Nanton. Leach keeping his team in this one, and I think it was Matthews who just got that header there, Enrique. He was free as a bird, but he couldn't convert. Nevertheless, City FC, it's 2-2 for the boys in grey. And Enrique, a very, very exciting way to start off proceedings here at Foundation Park.
Most definitely. If you were asleep at the start of this game, you're definitely awake now. Both teams last 10-15 minutes giving us an exciting finish. But that usually happens in close games, Liu.
Yeah, and let's take a look at the goals here. That's the equalizer there from Rampol after the penalty from Jeremiah Nanton. Look at that, just the way he took it into his stride and finished it beautifully. And he had to be pleased with that one. And then the next one, this one here from Nanton. Well, you don't even need to commentate on that, do you?
You just watch it.
Brilliant finish, and that's how things went in the first game here. The under-17 North Zone Youth League. City FC getting the better of AC Port of Spain 2-1. So that's all the action we have for the first game. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more action later on in the under-15 as City FC take on their other opponent in a lower division as well.
City FC take on DIBE Dragons of St. James.
So
Quick.
we'll be back. Don't go anywhere. It's North Zone Youth League action.
Certainly calls for cap. One was distributed there as JP on the ball once again. Here comes City trying to make it number 10. Shot on goal and oh my goodness. That one lacked the power and direction, but still 9 goals to the better is City. Ready for the second encounter. The M&ETV Pro Series takes on RSSR. Game number 2 of week number 3 in this TTFA Northzone Youth Football League 2026, put on by the North Football Federation and Foundation Park. We are here to get another week of exciting, pulsating football action. As always, thanks to our sponsors, Gatorade, Holiday Snacks, Kiss Baking Company, Dixie, and all the other entities that ensure that today is possible. Corner kick to City. Closing minutes in this encounter, game number 1. Attempt on goal. Week number 3, and what I can say is that as the week progresses, certainly the quality of play has been improving. From week number 1, the teams are getting into themselves. The improvement is showing, and this young CPFC team is certainly putting on an exhibition of finishing. JP. Oh. He did well. Well, he certainly is coming into his game now. Beat 1, beat 2, beat 3, but can't beat the 4th. Boyd trying to mount an attack. Goal number 10 for Young City FC. That is a hat trick for JP. City FC goal. Now 10-0 over Boys. It's going to be one City to the next. City FC Blue in the under 15 get ready for battle against DIBE Dragons. Almost ready for Pro C versus RSSR in the under 17. So we're pretty much off and running as City tries to make it 11. Well, I appreciate and applaud this effort from CPFC goal. Well, take no real pleasure in announcing this goal line, but it is what it is. Boys, can they get something on them? Oh, almost. So close. Least a consolation, and that is, well, that could have been the last kick of the game, that goal, but unlucky. And City FC goal, 10 goals to 0 over Boys. Big congrats to this young City team. Must be a proud moment for the coaches to see their team execute in such a manner. Encouraging all the fans to get interactive. Follow the North Football Federation on Instagram and on YouTube. You can tag, take those pictures and those videos and share, tagging the North Football Federation. And I'll tell you what, yeah, lots of chances to win some prizes once you do that. So get interactive. Make sure you take those photos and videos and tag the North Football Federation to be a winner. We want to encourage all the fans to get in on the action in this week number 3. 15, it is City FC Blue versus DIBE Dragons. And the under 17 sees Pro Series versus RSSR. Both games happening right now.
Welcome back to Foundation Park here at Trinity College Mocha Grounds. It's under 15 Northzone Youth League football live on Scorch TV, and we're joining you here at City FC Blue under 15 versus DIBE Dragons. It's Liu Chin here in commentary alongside Enrique Rupert. Enrique, it's been a good day for City FC and an even better one.
1-0.
Two sides winning.
CDFC Blue.
City under 15 gold, winning 10-0 in the first game, and I'm thinking we're going to see something similar from City FC Blue.
Well, early on,
Must be a close
only the second or third minute of play, and City FC Blue under 15 have already found the opening goal against DIBE Dragons. Well, Enrique, it seems to be a City weekend.
Let's hope Man City could win tomorrow and continue that good run of form for the City guys.
Well, just to run through the lineups for both teams, just to let you know, City FC, Aidan Barker, Captain Adam Hospitalis, Wharton Lake, Hadid, Rodriguez, Sejas, Noel, Seeley, Francet, Elliott, Risk, and Shameli. And for DIBE Dragons,
Theodore, Norton, Macano, Dangrade, Reefer, George, Sutton, Levi George, Malik Mulrain, Prince Mercy Burke, one of the most unique names that I've ever heard, and Trevon Reefer.
so that's how the two teams line up today.
City FC, a free kick, dangerous position.
Can they extend their lead early on? Can they continue the winning weekend for City FC so far?
Left-footed player for City FC over the free kick. He strikes. It's a good strike. Well saved by Joel Sutton.
I think it was Francet actually for City FC, the number 8 who had that strike. Does have a very good left foot, and if there are set pieces, it more than likely will be Francet to be standing over them. As you did mention, Enrique, 10-0 victory for City FC Blue over Boyce in that opening game. And on the under 17 side, we saw a narrow 2-1 victory for City FC Blue over AC Port of Spain.
Another shot there, going just wide for City FC. But like I was saying in the under 17 game, City FC have a brand that's quite synonymous with all their teams throughout. And it's something that Trinidad football in general should emulate.
Absolutely, you could see the brand. You could see the DNA of City FC throughout all age groups. And it's definitely been successful for them today. As DIBE Dragons find themselves down 1-0 early on. Have to get back into it. The good thing about conceding so early on, Enrique, if there ever is a good thing about conceding, is you do have a lot of time to get back into the game.
Most definitely. But it's what you do with that time. And you can see the defender just clearing it upfield. No DB attackers meeting the end of that one. But it looks like they have won a throw-in.
Very hot conditions as well here at Foundation Park.
Scorching heat. And we are live on Scorch TV.
Well played. So DIBE trying to get that equalizer, trying to get back into this one with an immediate response. They have a throw in an attacking area.
And for those who don't know, DIBE is a hilly community in St. James. Not too far from West Mall. It's like maybe 2 streets away to the left.
Also, just to give you some updates as well in the under 17 on the other field, Pro Series taking on RSSR. Another good spectacle. There's a lot of good football being played here in the Northzone Youth League at both the under 17 and under 15 level. Definitely worth a trip for all the football enthusiasts around Trinidad and Tobago to see the young talent that we have on display.
It's a lovely atmosphere here at Foundation Park, Trinity College Mocha Grounds.
1-0 over DIBE.
Food, drink, family, and football.
But here are City FC building from the back. That's that chemistry and that patience that this team has. Ryan Francet, player to look out for in this team. Ooh, and
The goalkeeper there just misplacing his touch.
The game
DIBE Dragons unlucky not to capitalize there.
introducing the
That could have been the goal to equalize there, Liu.
absolutely, and that's what could happen when you do try to build out from the back now. It works when it works, but when it doesn't, it could be very, very dangerous.
nurturing.
Maybe just a little bit of complacency there from the goalkeeper, Zachary
So nice to see it all in play here
Zane Chamley.
at this tournament.
Should have gotten that pass off a lot quicker.
But on the field attributes as well.
Even at this under 15 level, the coaches have to instill in them the energy, the discipline to stay consistent for the 80 minutes that they have to play.
Most definitely. It's City FC now in possession. Throw in the attacking third. They'll be looking to extend their lead that they've gotten early on. Actually, last week we did see City FC team at the under 17 level take a very early lead against Pro Series and ended up losing 4-1. So that's what I was speaking to Enrique, where it's really easy for teams to get this early lead and kind of get complacent and allow the opponent to get back into it. So let's see how this City FC team, as you mentioned, at such a young age, is able to manage the game.
And most definitely, like you saw just now, DIBE Dragons pressing high up the field, almost getting that equalizer. Quite unfortunate. I don't think the attacker expected to get that ball there as well too. But it's
City FC.
City FC dominating possession so far in this under 15 contest. Long throw in. And you're seeing that more and more often now. These young guys with such a powerful throw.
Yeah, it's something that's been reintroduced to the game since at the senior level, the Premier League level. Those long throws proven to be threatening for a lot of defenses. But here's City FC trying once again to build something. Lovely ball in. Keeper comes off his line and claims it nicely. Joel Sutton, keeper for DIBE Dragons, launches that one into the Foundation Park sky.
I feel for these guys. The weather conditions. It's extremely hot. A shot from long distance. It's well saved by Zane Chamley. I don't think he needed to concede a corner there, though.
I definitely didn't. But here's a corner kick here for DIBE Dragons. Can they find that equalizer? They have responded decently.
They've only committed 4 men into the box, 5 men into the box.
They do have some dangerous players, Enrique, the likes of Dante Danclade and Kalel Marcano in those attacking positions.
And I'm sure before the end of 80 minutes, one of those guys will have their names on the score sheet.
I'll hold you to that.
At the corner now. Level things up.
Ball whipped in. Oh, it's a disappointing one, has to be said. Straight into City FC possession. But they are able to win it back. It's good work.
City FC player there just pushing the ball a little too far forward. And it's all the way back to Chamley. Chamley goes back in the same direction that he got the ball from, and DIBE Dragons have a throw. It's number 12, Jaden Reefer. Is he going to go long? Takes a minute to tie his laces. Now you see FIFA introducing new rules just recently, just in time for the World Cup. Have a certain amount of time to take throw-ins, goal kicks, all things to help speed up the process of the game being played.
Yeah, so often you see teams, as they say, being involved in the dark arts, trying all kinds of things to run down time and to get decisions. So as the game advances, it's just becoming more and more and more technical. We're seeing it both at the top and at the grassroots level of football worldwide. But here's City FC. Ball is all over the place in the midfield of the pitch, but eventually it's settled by DIBE Dragons.
Looked like Reefer there. Wins another throw. It's well controlled. Back to Reefer. Reefer stopping there. Lovely piece of skill on the touchline. Looked like Keanu Seeley. Cleared back upfield by DIBE Dragons.
Pro Series takes the lead. The under-17 versus RSSR.
Here they go again, City FC down the left-hand side. It's a lovely tackle. Battling away there, look like
That was Reefer.
City FC able to regain possession. And every time they do so, Enrique, they reset, try to build back momentum all from the back.
And they also, they spread the play really wide. They get it from wing to wing, ensuring that each player gets a touch. It's lovely to see from such young players this type of football.
Absolutely, and it only gives you hope for what they'll be able to produce in the future as well. If they're able to grow, learning these things and grow these players, have that core and that chemistry, it really gives you hope for the future of football here in Trinidad and Tobago. If these players are able to maintain discipline and maintain that drive to be great. Ball whipped in again.
City FC 2-0 up.
For young City FC Blue.
A lovely goal.
Lovely cross from out on the left-hand side, and player was approaching on the far post. And a lovely finish. Keeper, I think, might have done better, or should have done better rather, to come and claim the ball. But nevertheless, City FC, with another brilliant goal, they lead 2-0 over DIBE Dragons.
The second and his second on the day, Kimani Noel.
So it's Kimani Noel with his second of the day.
Blue 2 versus DIBE Dragons 0. First half action.
And City FC under 15 lead.
definitely deserved as well too. DIBE Dragons, they've not been great defensively. They've looked decent enough in the one or two forward plays that they've had, but they've had no answers for Keanu Sealy, for Kimani Noel thus far, sorry.
A strike comes in there, but this time Sutton is able to wrap up that one. And he looks to lead another counter attack for DB. Again, can't make it stick. And it's something that we saw in the AC Port of Spain versus City FC Blue under 17 game, where some passages of play, AC Port of Spain were just launching the ball up from the goalkeeper into the strike and not really being able to create anything. And actually, very similar to the Trinidad and Tobago senior team versus Bolivia, where we were going with that direct ball, but not able to make anything come of it.
And you can see from the football we've seen here thus far, the teams that have won are the ones that are holding possession, the teams that are creating chances from their midfield, from their defense. It has been good football from those who have won so far, which has been mostly City FC.
Absolutely. Only 18 minutes into this one, and for those who may be tuning in to the Northzone Youth League for the first time for the season, just to remind you that it is 40 minutes halves, not the usual 45 that is a full game of football, and the players are given a cooling break at the half of each half. So I guess at the quarter of the match. Oh, DB Dragons find themselves down 2-0 to City FC. And as we've been saying all day, City FC have won all their matches so far. And this could be problems here for City FC, and is.
DB Dragons have found one back.
Well, if ever there was an example of the commentator's curse, Enrique, as soon as I'm singing City FC's praises, DB Dragons able to get back into it.
And it looks like number 10, Colel Marcano, scoring that one. He has reduced the deficit to 1. DB Dragons, they're roaring.
We have a game on our hands now. And it was just a simple mistake from the City FC defense. The ball went through, unable to clear it. And DB Dragons, they are a quality team. They do have good finishers. And that was an example of it there. Ball played through. City FC looking to immediately restore their 2-goal cushion.
Lovely speed by the winger. Almost cuts inside. No foul, says the referee. And DB Dragon, they're coming forward.
Lovely ball over the top. And the Dragons find something. Ooh, tried to be cheeky there, but it was good defending again from City FC, and they win back possession.
Almost worked there by Malik Mulrain. Like you said, Liu, that was well defended. City FC, lovely 1-2 off the left-hand side. Here's City FC. And he probably get 1 point for hitting the car. But he definitely will not be getting a goal.
Yeah, it was good play down the left-hand side, and I think he just saw the glory, but his teammates would be frustrated with him. I really think that ball should have gone across the box.
And he had a lot more time and space than he probably thought he had.
Absolutely.
But you could see immediate response from City FC after conceding. As Liu mentioned a couple minutes ago, cooling break at the half of the half. Quarter of the game has gone. City FC lead 2-1 over DB Dragons. Extremely hot day today, Liu.
Yeah, and it seems to just be getting hotter and hotter as we bring the action from Foundation Park here, under 15 Northzone Youth League football, right here live on Scorch TV. And you probably think, Enrique, that's probably why the place is so hot.
Like I said, it is scorching.
But it is City FC who do lead 2-1 so far. Been an impressive performance from them in this one. I mean, 2 goals that you really think that the DIBE Dragons should have done a lot better defensively. But on the side of City FC as well, they'll be pretty disappointed with the goal that they conceded.
And I think, too, the City FC have been a little bit shaky defensively.
Break. We encourage you to check out all the
They've been a little shaky defensively. Their goalkeeper, Shamely, just miscontrolling one. The DB attack having a shot just went wide, and then a second mistake leading to the goal, the lone goal from DB Dragons thus far.
ongoing.
Let's see how they're able to respond. So they've shown their quality, the DIBE Dragons,
As they say,
but they need to find that equalizer to get back into this one. And just to remind you as well that earlier on, the City FC Gold team defeated Boys 10-0 in the early kickoff at the under-15, and for the under-17s, City FC Blue defeated AC Port of Spain 2-1. A brace from Jeremiah Nanton, his 5th goal in 2 games. Ripping form, scoring a beautiful penalty and a world-class free kick as well. But here we are back in action after the cooling break, and it's DIBE Dragons trying to find an equalizer.
That's a lovely piece of skill to beat his man there. And City FC, they're coming forward. Up the left.
Burke doing the defending there, averting any sort of danger. Both goals did come down the left-hand side for City FC, so they're going to have to be wary of the DIBE Dragons. That's good skill here. The Dragons trying to keep possession and string together some passes. Lovely ball, and there's time and space here for DIBE, but it's a poor touch.
Mulrain, he's lost the ball 3 or 4 times now. Some rough tackles coming in there.
Referee's whistle has gone. There was, as you mentioned, Enrique, some rough tackles.
DB Dragons, they're trying to get the ball to Mulrain out on the right-hand side, but he's lost it 3 or 4 times now. There you seen Colel Macano, the goal scorer, just down. That tackle came in a little bit hard.
He's still now getting up to his feet. Number 10, Marcano. One of the danger men in this DIBE Dragons team. Somebody that they need to get the ball on. He can draw those fouls, does have the ability to get set pieces in dangerous areas. As that ball is whipped in, DIBE trying to craft something, but it's a bit scrappy in the City FC box. And it's eventually cleared by the boys in grey. And this could be an opportunity here for City FC. Lovely pace. And this could be 3. And it is! Eventually, the ball finds its way into the back of the net. And City FC lead 3-1. It was a good effort from Sutton, but Enrique Rupert, he wasn't able to keep it out.
Wonderful pace coming up the right-hand side there.
that goal scorer.
So City FC continuing to assert their dominance on this Saturday, 21st of March. Eid being celebrated here in Trinidad and Tobago. So again, we do say Eid Mubarak to all of the Muslims celebrating today.
Free kick to DIBE Dragons.
And well, Enrique, it does look like City FC are pulling away in this one.
City FC dominant. That's the only word you could really use for the type of performances we've seen from all the City FC teams we've seen for the morning. They've already won 2 games and they're leading 3-1 in this third one. But that was a lovely piece of skill from the right winger,
Yeah,
beating his man with a lot of pace, then having the shot. Sutton getting a touch on it, but just not enough to keep that one out.
yeah, it was scary pace, has to be said. I don't think you could have kept up with that yourself.
Well, I was never the quickest. I'm still not the quickest.
One thing we have to say about DIBE Dragons, their shoulders haven't dropped. They're still showing some fight. They know that there's still a lot of time in this game, even though they do have to claw back 2 goals without conceding.
Like you said, their shoulders have not dropped, their heads have not dropped. They have kept fighting, and that's what you love to see from teams that are this young. That never say die attitude.
That one is whipped in, but an easy collection there from Joel Sutton. And again, we see the long ball from DIBE Dragons, which hasn't been successful. Immediately giving possession right back to City FC. It's something that coach is going to have to talk to his troops about, because it doesn't seem to be working for them.
They look a lot better when they've put the ball down and passed it in short passes. Definitely not their brand of football. And it's quite telling that when they do it, if they seem more uncomfortable. There's another long ball again. It's cut out by the DIBE Dragons defender. DIBE, now they're trying to string 1 or 2 passes together.
It is a free kick again in a dangerous area for City FC. Can they find a 4th with around 11 minutes and some remaining in this first half of normal time, that is?
And if the first game is any indication of how much added on time we're going to get, we're still in for a long one, Liu.
Ball played out wide. Lovely technique on that drive.
And he's looking to put a cross in. Cross comes. And it's a goal kick.
It does seem that they are really favoring this left-hand side. As you said, the first 2 goals did come from it. The third on the right, but they do look like they have a lot of chemistry on this left-hand side. The build-up play has been really good. And another factor that I wanted to speak about, Enrique, of course, with the heat, not only is it difficult to, maintain your fitness, but with the fatigue also affects your mental, the psychological aspects of the game, rather, where you have to maintain that focus in this hot sun. It seems like a cliche, but it's a reality.
Growing up, I always had coaches say, any sport, fitness is one of the most important things, if not the most important thing that you can do. The actual skill of it comes naturally to some. Some have to work a little bit harder, but fitness, everyone has to be fit.
Yeah, a lot of the time is the deciding factor. And that's a lovely ball over the top. Could be problems. Tried to go for the lob over Sutton, who, I'll tell you what, Enrique got away because he was miles off his line. And we're in business now here at Foundation Park. City FC leading 3-1 against DIBE Dragons in the final 10 minutes of the first half. Ball played through, lovely ball, and
lovely.
Offside.
Offside. It's a good idea, though. But that's what we love to see from City FC. Getting the ball off quickly into the spaces, and it's causing real problems for the DIBE Dragons defense. There you can see in the background all the families that have come out on this beautiful Saturday morning, a very hot Saturday morning. You see how many umbrellas are out there. You see how much umbrellas are out there. That's to tell you, that gives you a good indication of how hot the sun is right now.
Absolutely. Ball bounces over, and this is
Imani Noel, the goal scorer, double goal scorer. He has a brace already. Goes back on the favored left-hand side. Seems to be offside again.
seems as if it's actually a free kick for City FC. Referee pointed in their direction. Not sure what for. Didn't see a foul or anything. But it is a free kick for City FC.
Here comes Pro Series. Oh, close was back to number 2.
So the referee is just organizing everything in that DIBE Dragons box. Linesman getting involved as well as we set up for this City FC set piece in the 33rd minute of the first half. Zachary Risk was standing over it, leaves it to his teammate. Ball whipped in nicely. Sutton spills it, but eventually holds on.
Sutton hasn't had a bad game per se. Unfortunate to concede 3 goals thus far. There's Andre Norton clearing it upfield only as far as Aziz Hadid. Gives it away. But well won back by Zachary Elliott. Switches the play over to the favored left-hand side. Now City are coming forward. Here's City FC. City FC 4-1.
That is goal number 4. For City FC.
Lovely finish. And City FC with a deserved 4th goal. They've been absolutely dominant in this first half. And they now have that 3-goal cushion. It's
Goal scored by number 8, Ryan Francet. 4 goals coming from the left-hand side. There you see it again. Lovely piece of skill and speed to get past his man, and the shot goes past Joel Sutton, the DIBE Dragons goalkeeper.
I think and not to knock the keeper there, but I do think if you're coming off your line there, you have to be a bit more convincing. Maybe make yourself big and close down the angle for the attacker. And another mistake here. This could be more problems. Noel, could be a penalty. No, referee waves it away. It stays 4-1, and here's Burke.
Well, it is Ryan Fonset who gave City goal number 4.
Ball played over the top. City FC one more. Noel is pressing and wins the ball, and this could be problems again. Sutton comes off and does well this
done
time.
by Sutton. Like I said, Sutton hasn't had a bad game. His defense needs to do a lot better for him, especially because he's the reason it's only 4-1. And now
Cafe, guys.
DIBE are coming forward
Ready to serve.
with Mulreen.
All
Here's
the
Macano.
meals of the day.
Lovely skill from Marcano, and that's the quality of the man, but he loses out. And City FC could counter now.
Here's Hadid coming forward.
Was one of those hot items.
City FC on the left.
So we almost
That
have lunch
favored
time.
left-hand side.
Check out the game day
Here's
cafe.
Francet looking for his second and can't get there. It's good defending in the end by Norton. And cleared away, and City FC really dominant, have their tails up, already up 4-1 in the first half and still want more.
Just about 4 minutes left to play in this half as well.
Here they come again. Ball whipped in. A lot of space on top. Oh, and Sutton again is off his line, and he has to be careful, Enrique. He does like to come off his line, and it's nearly cost him a few times now. Got away again.
He has made some good saves though. But as a young goalkeeper, he's probably just a little excited. Here you see the replay again. Lovely piece of skill Tried to dink. It looked like it got a deflection off of Andre Norton. It's a corner for City FC.
Yep. Corner physio seemed to be called to action, but he's been sent off. Player is back on his feet.
Norton just staying down a little bit longer than expected there. Did well to get that block. Looked like they would have been on target.
They finish. Good tackle. Breaking up the attack.
Here's City FC with a corner. It's a lovely delivery. Well done by Sutton.
CTFC.
He's not afraid to come off his line, Liu.
Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. But I'm sure as he grows, he'll be able to realize when he can and when he shouldn't. Oh, that ball hit. Yeah, it's going to be a drop ball for City FC. Referee just getting involved in the play there.
Good style of football and executed pretty well so far.
Zachary Rizk. Very composed footballer as well. Losing the ball there though. And here we go again. City FC on the attack. Oh, and it's a good skill again. And Sutton again comes off his line. And he's once again punished by the City FC attack. And that's 5-1 they lead now in this first half, Enrique. And it's really looking like 3 points for City FC.
Aidan Bakker again. That's his
Second goal of the morning or the afternoon. No, still morning.
Still morning.
Second goal of the morning for Aidan Bakker. And his pace, Enrique, is very, very scary. Could see him tormenting a lot of defenders. It's actually a hat-trick for Bakker, we've just been told. So impressive first half performance by him.
You could see City FC a head and shoulders above DIBE Dragons in terms of their quality, in terms of their individual play. Their speed is better. They have more chemistry on the ball. DIBE, they have not found their footing just as yet. They have looked okay on the one or two odd attacks that they've had. But no real answers just yet for DIBE Dragons.
Absolutely right, and it's a very, very tall mountain to climb as well, Enrique. 5 goals, well, 4 goals down, really. But they're going to have to do a lot. This City FC team doesn't seem to be letting up. But DIBE is still with intent, still trying to get something out of this game.
It has been good that they have not dropped their heads just yet.
So in halftime,
and I'm sure with a little bit of motivational talk from their coach at halftime, they'll come out in the second half even hungrier to try to reduce that deficit.
CTFC Blue leads DIBE by 5 goals to 1.
Oh, and that ball there, City FC attack just weren't on the same wavelength. Sutton was, as always, off his line in a flash. Here they go, building from the back once again, City FC. Lovely skill from Francet, but he loses out. And DIBE give the ball straight back to Rizk, who does well to spread it wide. Ball over the top. Is he onside? Flag stays down, and this could be a 6th here for City. But that's excellent defending, and Sutton claims.
Zachary Elliott just having his shot blocked there. And it looks like the referee has blown for half-time. City FC dominant thus far. They lead DIBE Dragons 5 goals to 1.
So no time added on in the first half. Referee thought that she saw enough. Didn't have enough stoppages for her to add on. And I'll tell you what, it's been an absolutely dominant performance from City FC, Enrique Rupert. But it's under 15 Northzone Youth League football. City FC Blue leading DIBE Dragons 5-1. A hat-trick from Aidan Bakker. We'll be back with second half action in a few.
with this tournament. Lots of prizes to be won. I'll tell you that much. Say a very special good day to all those that are just gracing us with their presence. Big shout-outs, of course, and big thank you to all our sponsors, Gatorade, the Kiss Baking Company, Holiday Snacks, Dixie. So happy to have you guys on board and involved in this year's tournament. Be sure to check out the various stalls and be a part of the promotions. And it will be ongoing for the entire day. Game Day Coffee, of course, the delicious Game Day Combo. Check it out. Game number 3 in the under 15s will see Boca Lions versus Cardinals, and in the under 17 Trendsetter takes on City FC Gold. So your two next games, under 17 sees Trendsetter versus City FC Gold, and the under 15 sees Boca Lions versus Cardinals. Those games coming up next.
Welcome back to Foundation Park, baby, for under 15 Northzone Youth League football. City FC versus DIBE Dragons, 5-1. City FC lead. You're watching live on Scorch TV. It's Liu Chin here in commentary alongside Rupert Enrique. It's been an absolutely dominant first half from City FC in this one.
You're right, one-way traffic, as some would say. City FC, they have been the better of the two teams, and like I've been reiterating this point for the entire morning. City FC, all their teams play one brand of football, and it's a very good brand of football. And you see how uncomfortable they look when they go away from that brand. And I don't think DIBE Dragons have the response necessary to, one, get back into the game and to cope with this City FC team. They're 5-1 down, I mean they've got no goal, but they have not looked really great. It's for their coach now to instill some type of motivation into them to keep their heads up and to come back fighting hard and try to reduce the deficit even more in the second half.
Well said, well said. And I think that coach obviously would want to come back and draw or win this one. But if it is that he is able to see a good response from his team, even a win of the second half, where you say you win the second half, I think he just wants to see a good response from his DIBE Dragons team. But a hat trick as well from Aidan Barker in the first half. How impressed have you been with him?
He's been good. Speed, skill, and good finishing as well. Very impressive for a young man of this age and at this level to be scoring a hat trick. And I'm sure he's going to come out in the second half even hungrier to get.
Getting ready to resume action. DIBE Dragons versus City FC.
Absolutely, and just to give the viewers an update as well on the field, higher up here at Foundation Park, between Pro Series and RSSR. Pro Series have a 1-0 lead. That's in the under 17 division of the Youth League. And of course, earlier on, City FC Gold beating Boys 10-0. And in the under 17 in the early kickoff as well, City FC Blue slim 2-1 winners over AC Port of Spain with a Jeremiah Nanton brace. But we are off in the second half here between City FC Blue and DIBE Dragons under 15. City FC leading. Immediately, DIBE Dragons trying to put that pressure on City FC early. They have a 4-goal cushion to restore. Rather to claw back. City FC on the charge early on.
GB doing well defensively there. Free kick for DIBE Dragons. In their own half. It's going to be taken by Prince Mercy Burke. Have you ever heard a name like that, Leo?
Only for the first time today, Enrique. Yes. Seen a lot of the ball so far for DIBE, but they need to get the players like Kanu, number 10, on the ball, very skillful. We saw some bits of that in the first half, some of the skill that he has. Haven't been able to get the ball into their danger men.
Definitely. The throw-in, the ball has just gone out of play there. To be taken by number 4, Austin Wharton Lake. Free. Here's a free kick. And it's going to be CFC.
That's it, right? It's a free kick here for City FC. Another opportunity for them to get on the score sheet. Increase their lead to 6-1. There is Kimani Noel starting over this one. Joel Sutton. Had a bit of a mixed game, had some good saves, but conceding 5 now. It's good on a goalkeeper's resume. As Noel, it's a poor effort, but it's rewarded with a corner kick.
Straight into the wall there. Not a good free kick at all. And on field number 1, the Trinity Mocha Lions under 15 team preparing for their game later this afternoon. But it's a corner for City FC.
Noel standing over it once again. Whips in a good ball. It's dangerous. It's cleared away nicely by the Dragons. And the counter attack here. Lovely touch. As well, that's excellent defending there from Adam Hospitalis. Captain. That's another captain's tackle. Here they go against City FC. Ball played in, but cleared away by the DIBE Dragons. Said, couldn't make anything of the possession there. City FC just finding back their rhythm and momentum in this one. Miscontrolled. Couldn't get that one in the spell. There have been some substitutions as well in this second half. CFC number 44. Gustavo has entered onto the pitch. Gustavo Lacris, that is. Cristiano Lakis, rather. And of course, on the side of DIBE Dragons, and number 13, Daniel La Fortune is now into the free for the boys in red.
Fresh legs on both sides. Start the second half. Just about 5 minutes into the second half. City
Play
FC
ball,
still leading 5 goals to 1 over DIBE Dragons. Not much doing in the second half thus far. Possession going back and forth between City and DIBE. No one has really settled down just yet. But if you're not here at Foundation Park, what are you doing today?
encounter RSSR
Lots
Pro
of
Series.
food, football, family.
The other much more the same as the first
This
game
is
is
the
one-sided.
Northzone.
Here comes City FC
City
once again
FC.
with a chance to extend
The
the
breakaway.
lead.
It's
Oh, my
lovely.
goodness me.
It is a beautiful goal
That is goal.
scored
Number-
by number 25, Aidan
Almost
Barker.
losing count.
That left foot of his, similar to Jeremiah Nanton. Here we see it again. Winning the ball and a left-footed shot placed in the top corner. A beaver trick for Aidan Barker.
And Pro Series
He's having a wonderful time in front of goal. Aidan Barker, 4 goals.
Barker again.
City FC leads 6 goals to 1 over DIBE Dragons.
And again, Enrique, questions have to be asked. Keeper Joel Sutton once again miles off his line. Not convincing at all, not doing enough to put pressure on Barker. Though he is a man in form, doesn't seem as if he's going to miss any of those chances. There he is, Barker. I just think the keeper is a bit too eager sometimes to come off his line. Left a lot of space for Barker to aim at. No questions about that finish, Enrique. That was proper, as the young people say these days.
Over DIBE.
Young Joel Sutton, DIBE Dragons goalkeeper. He's a young player and his judgment will not be all there just yet. When to stay on his line, when to come off his line. But Aidan Barker, wow. Everything he touches today has turned into goals.
So RSSR with some work to do now.
And on the top feed, Pro Series leading RSSR 2 goals to 0 in the under-17 contest. In this contest here, however, City FC leads 6 goals to 1 over DIBE Dragons. And they have another free kick. Zachary Elliott is over this one.
City. The free kick.
Elliott puts it in.
Straight at goal and the keeper had to
Lovely
save.
save by Joel Sutton.
This Barker, I tell you.
Zachary Elliott going directly to goal.
Aidan Barker. All over the park, is he?
Corner kick for City FC. Zachary Elliott to take it.
And it is
There's a
goal
corner kick here,
number
ball
3
swung
now
in. It's
for
a
Pro
4-1, but it
Series.
beat everybody. And it's knocked wide.
From number 6 on the other
Thought
side
it
of
was
the pitch.
initially a poor corner, but it beat everybody, bamboozled everybody,
Steady.
and the finish just wasn't there.
Over RSSR.
Second of the look, keeper couldn't get it, couldn't be cleared, and ooh, I think he just wasn't expecting it there. I think it was Francet who got the final touch.
Especially those you're in the
Took a
business
little bit
of
of a bubble there.
holiday.
Sutton just not handling it properly. But DIBE Dragons, they survive. We are in the hills of Maraval. But even this is a full task to find.
I think if you were a stand-up comedian, I would have thrown my tomatoes at you, Enrique. absolutely right. It's going to be a very, very tough task for the Dragons. 5 goals they trail by now. And you have to even say that the goal that they did score wasn't really a chance created by them, but pouncing on a defensive error by City FC. So there hasn't been too much from the Dragons, no disrespect to them, but it is reality.
DIBE trying to get a second.
They have been looking
Is
like
breaking up on
just
City.
11 players playing football. No real plans. Just here to have a good time. And I'm not sure what the coach would have told them at the half. Have not been moving thus far.
52nd minute of action. And to remind viewers that it is 40-minute halves rather than the usual 45. City FC here trying to get a 7th. Their counterparts earlier on scored 10. That one was closer to the corner flag. But yeah, as I said, City FC trying to really show what they're made of. Dragons with the free kick. Goal kick rather, cleared upfield. Here comes City FC once again, looking for their 7th goal. Strike comes in. Sutton saves it nicely.
Saved by the keeper.
I think it might have been going wide actually, Enrique, but can never be too sure.
Did well to get down there. Sometimes those just creep into the bottom corner. Did well to cover his post. But a good save. Corner kick now for City FC. Sutton, like I said, he's not a very bad goalkeeper. I think as he gets older, he's going to gain more experience and his judgment is going to come in. But he has done quite well. I believe if Sutton wasn't in goal, it could have been 10-1 right now.
City.
TFC again want to beat everybody, but they managed to maintain possession as they almost always tend to do.
Pro series.
Goal forward, of course, Barker has made his way
Over RSSR.
off of the pitch. That strike comes in, but that one was easy for Sutton to claim. I agree with you, Enrique. He has made some inexperienced decisions. As you said, with experience will come less mistakes, but he has shown a lot of potential as well, young Joel Sutton. And you can really see bright things for him in the future, and for a lot of these young players in this league. When you look at some of the players that City FC have in their ranks, the likes of Jeremiah Nanton, Ray Gunrow, Richardson, and even on the side of Pro Series, the likes of Kamani Nichols as well, a young man from Trinity College UC, showed a lot of quality so far in the Northzone Youth League. So a lot to look forward to from a lot of these younger guys. That's good skill. Can they find a 7th here? City FC book with a lazy clearance, and the strike comes in, blocked again.
This TTFA, Northzone Youth League, is a wonderful league. Good for the development of young talent in Tobago. And we can only hope it goes from strength to strength as time progresses.
Noel.
Good save by Sutton again. Like I said, this game would have been 10-1 if Sutton was not in goal for DIBE Dragons.
But again, Enrique, we spoke about it in the first half, this direct approach that DIBE are trying to go with straight from the goalkeeper. Hasn't worked in the first half and still isn't. You just wonder if the coach didn't tell his players to try something else, because it really hasn't been successful for them throughout the course of this match.
Maybe that's their brand of football. tactics. Maybe just today this isn't good.
They have come up against a really quality side, as to be said. So we can't really say that all of it might be down to DIBE having a bad day, but also City FC having a really good one, as has been a trend so far. See some of the parents in the back there who've come out to watch their young ones in this under 15 Northzone Youth League match. Saturday morning, sun is blazing, football is playing. Referee has stopped play for a cause, falling across one of the City FC players as well. Linesman has given him a talking to, probably some sort of disciplinary action. We're not sure exactly what transpired. But Enrique, as we said, it has been a dominant day for City FC.
So far they're going 3 for 3.
Versus Sarah healing there. Penalty.
TFC head and shoulders above DIBE Dragons. Every aspect of this game.
Here's Noel. Looking for the 7th, who stayed on his feet. A strike comes across. Well held by Sutton once again.
Should have gone up there, Liu.
Might have gotten the penalty, I think, if he did go down with the contact. Here they go again, City FC. Lovely ball over the top. Into Lakis. Hey.
Lakis again.
Space here for a strike. It's easily blocked by Burke. Dragons, can they conjure up some sort of attack here? They haven't had much come their way. Haven't really been able to hold on to the ball. That's why they just keep going with that direct approach.
Here's Scott Thompson. Free kick going the other way. The sun just going down a little bit behind one of the clouds. It has been an extremely hot day here at Foundation Park thus far. Players hands on knees. They are exhausted as well.
Set piece here for the DIBE Dragons. Opportunity for them to try and pull one back. They need 5 though to at least get a draw. Burke strikes it. Eventually Lakis emerges with it and gives it away. Here's Marcano. Here's a nice ball through, but again intercepted by the City FC defense. Very scrappy there around the penalty area, and eventually City FC can get it clear.
Like you said, really scrappy football. Both teams not sure if they really want possession.
Noel holds it up well and draws a foul as well.
That has been the story of the second half.
City.
Bad foul there.
Foul. Free kick.
That has been the story of the second half. It's back and forth football thus far.
This one is
No one, even though City FC have scored that one goal, they've not really looked as comfortable on the ball like they did in that first half.
Yeah, agreed. And I said it could be down to the fatigue, the heat, unable to keep that focus, that concentration, that the type of football they play definitely requires. Set piece here for City FC. All whipped in very nicely. Ooh, I think he actually went for goal there, Enrique. And it's a goal kick. Sutton has
looking for
to do
number
the
4.
hard work of getting a ball.
He's free. It's Still
And
going.
at this stage in the game, Enrique,
And
though they don't
now
want
they
to
have a
get
free kick.
complacent, a 5-goal cushion does give you the license to experiment with players, techniques, set piece. So you probably will see a lot of that in the next 20 minutes from City FC.
Most definitely. And it's good that they got these 6 goals early so that they can experiment, figure out some things for the next game. Because, like I said, it's a long competition. These players have a few months well to play in this league. So the coaches will be looking to see what they can do tactically.
Series. Lining this one up. Looking for number 4.
Goal kick for DB Dragons.
No pressure.
For City FC,
Already needing
sorry,
3 goals.
Adam Hospitalis looks like he's going to take it.
Cameras are on him.
It's been a good shift from the back.
And he makes this to the highlight reels later on. Straight into the roll.
There's Shamey. Plays it out from the back. Gets it to Elliott, who tries knocking it on, but it goes out to play for throwing. Lovely piece of skill by Kamani Noel. Running into 2 DB Dragons players, but he wins it back. Only as far as the captain Makano, who has a shot.
DIBE. Keen. And goal.
They have a corner kick. Kiwi Dragons, their first corner of the second half. They won 2 in the first. Can they do something? Can they cut that deficit to 4?
Corner kick here for the Dragons. In swinger.
Looking for Makano. Does not find a DB Dragons player. City FC. They have a throw.
Here he is, number 88, Scott Thompson, of course. Second half substitute, and the man who is wearing a number exactly half of his, the number 44, Cristiano Lakisa, another substitute who did come on in the second half as well. As we said, Enrique, the lead that City FC had, of course, allowing them to rotate that squad and rest players for next week.
Pro series.
Lovely ball through from Thompson. That's excellent.
Unlucky.
Good defending by Burke. He's actually been pretty decent at the back there as well, Enrique. Burke, he's made a lot of defensive interceptions.
Wood, you're quite familiar with you. The main man on the interception podcast.
Again, it's a loose play in the midfield. Eventually cleared up by the Dragons, but should be dealt with. Captain Hospitalis. How impressed have you been with him?
Very composed. Don't see that often from young defenders. A lot of the players are quite
What do you think gets a player to actually be composed? Like, is it something that you could train? Is it something that you're just born with? What leads to composure from players?
I think it's a combination of both. Some people are naturally born with it. Others, you put them in high pressure situations and you see how they react. Consistently being in high pressure situations eventually give you the composure and the ability to be composed. So it's a combination. Some people are born with it. Some people have to learn it the hard way. It is something that can be taught, and I'm sure that some of these players have been in high pressure situations before, whether it's been in training or in actual games, and you can see how that has worked out for them, especially young captain Adam Hospitalis.
Certainly, so it's that foul. And also, I think another factor that leads to the composure is confidence in your ability. You know, do something, you don't tend to be too nervous. It's great to see that these City FC boys are very confident in their craft. That one is played over the top. Lovely touch by Lakis. Can he make something of it? He's offside.
Says the assistant.
And to be 6 goals up, you will be confident. There's no way that you won't be confident after scoring 6. So I think a lot of these players nowadays, they're just expressing themselves, but keeping the football as simple as they possibly can.
As the great Johan Cruyff said, football is a simple game. The hardest thing to do is to keep it simple.
I feel like that should be on every single academy in Trinidad and Tobago, on their walls or their jerseys, or just imprinted into their heads.
Game number 3.
Absolutely. Lots of action here. Foundation Park all day long. Northzone Youth League football. It was a very early start for us here, and 8:30 a.m. kickoff on both fields. And there's still action to come even after these. You're watching live on Scorch TV. Young football stars being groomed right here in the Trinity College Mocha grounds. Of course, as well, the senior team will be in action on the 27th and 30th of March as that strike comes in from Marcano. They'll be in action in the FIFA Series games on the 27th against Venezuela and 30th against Gabon, the home of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang.
I think he's going to play.
I hope so. It'll be a great experience. Of course, the national team squad being released yesterday as well. Your thoughts on it?
Good squad, pretty balanced considering the players that were available. I think it's good to see one of my former schoolmates, John Paul Rushford, back into the squad, as well as Dwayne Mockett, both playing football in Oman right now. It's good to see Rion Moore and Justin Garcia after being in quite good form in Vietnam as well. Real Gill in some pretty decent form in the US MLS Next Pro. And you know, some other seasoned veterans like Nathaniel James, even though he's only 21, 22 years old. But it's also good to see some of the younger talent in our local league, the TGPFL Tier 1.
For Pro Series.
Chabanez Hamilton, for example, Jaime Foston, Daniel David, Sean Ragu, Adam Pear, young Adam Pear from St. Benedict's College. I know you have very high hopes for Adam Pear, just like myself.
This under 17 fixture.
Just like myself, one of the best players we've seen in the secondary schools football league in
Good
Trinidad.
save by DIBE's keeper.
Absolutely.
Meanwhile,
Good to see interim coach Derek
he's really had
King
an outstanding game
really
despite
seeing the talent that we have all around the world as
pretty decent. He has been
Sutton
involved.
there.
Here he is
Making
once
a
again, punches away.
Unorthodox save, but it did the job in the end. Keeps it at 6. City FC, here they go again. Haven't really got it together in the second half, as you did mention, Enrique. But they do have that all-important 5-goal lead.
Meanwhile, Pro Series looking for number 5.
Ball played through. Dragons trying to get a goal. Another goal, rather. That was a sliced ball. Should be easy here for the keeper. Yeah, tackles that easily. Immediately sends off his teammate Morton Lake.
Shamefully, not a lot of work doing today. It's not an easy day in the office. On the contrast, Joel Sutton, he's been a busy man.
Certainly has been.
Conceding 6, but saving about 6 or 7 as well.
Thing about these performances as well, Enrique, is this level, youth level, it's all about development and learning where you could improve. So it's definitely going to be one for the DIBE Dragons to go back to the drawing board and regroup for next week.
Most definitely. where you can make mistakes, so that when you go on to the other levels, you tighten up on those mistakes and you become a better player.
That's it. They did hit the hand of Lakis, but the referee saw it as accidental, and City FC are on the charge.
That has been the tale of this half. The two teams just going back and forth in possession. Nobody really keeping the ball for long periods of time.
8 minutes remaining.
Never breaking play, you. Any players you thought should have been on that Trinidad and Tobago team for the FIFA series?
One player that I've actually been calling for in the national team that I think is pretty competent, somebody I think should get a run, Michel Punanjaron. I think he's a very quality midfielder, and I know our midfield is very competitive, right? We have a lot of midfield talent, but I definitely was hoping to see Poon in and around the national team setup. But if I'm being honest, I agree with you that I'm glad to see Derek King choosing players from all over. John Paul Rushford hasn't been in the setup for a while, but he's been in some decent form in his club football, and it's good to see him get back in. So I'm not too critical of the team that has been put out.
DIBE Dragons still down 6 goals to 1 here at Foundation Park. City FC, they've done quite well to keep their 5-goal cushion.
Absolutely, and they're looking for another. Thompson with a lovely ball into Lakis.
Shot goes wide.
Slices it wide. Was on that left foot of his, but it's always difficult when it's running across your body like that.
What I've also noticed too, some of the City FC players, very unique numbers on their back. 88, 44, 55, 63, 48. It's like the old Syria jerseys.
Absolutely, definitely some unconventional numbers. Can you think of any players professional in Europe who wear number 88?
Scott McTominay, did he wear 88 or was it 44? I'm not sure who wears 88. Ronaldinho was 80. I think at one point Donnarumma was 99.
Pro Series effort sails over.
Antonio Cassano.
Welcome each and every one of you who are just joining us.
But it seems to be a trend because young Nathaniel James wore 47 when he was playing
we want to encourage you guys to be interactive, get
in
interactive.
the USL.
The day the North Football
47.
Federation
There's a famous number though. 2 players in 2 different sports who wear 47. I'll let you have a guess of those 2 until you get correct.
Well, the most popular one would be Dwayne Bravo, 47 in cricket. And the other 47 is Phil Foden, Manchester City.
By extension, the world. This is, of course,
There's 6 minutes remaining here in this encounter between City FC and DIBE Dragons. Under 15 football, City FC absolutely dominant today. And this match has only continued the dominance of City FC throughout the 8 groups, both gold and blue.
Coming to the conclusion of these games, number 2 of 5 fixtures on the cards today. We're at stop number 2. Stop number 3 in the under 15 sees Hope Alliance versus Cardinals, and the under 17 trendsetters take on City
There is
FC.
quality in this DIBE Dragon side. They do have the ability to score goals. Here's City FC trying to extend the lead, and I think that's a
Just a couple
penalty.
minutes to go.
Yeah.
Definitely is.
3 points to the spot, and
Much
City
thanks,
FC will have
of
an
course,
opportunity
Gatorade.
here to
What is
score their
that?
7th.
Dixie, Lucas Bacon Company for
Let's see it again.
partnering with us
It's good skill, good pace.
to ensure that this youth development
All over
tournament
him there.
is
Yeah,
a
the referee
success.
had no choice. Hands on the head of the DIBE Dragon defender. And, well, a new challenge for Sutton. He's seen it all. This afternoon now he has to face a penalty. Let's see how he fares.
Number 36. Terrell Harris scored.
That is goal. So
Quite
City
simple
FC,
for the substitute, the City FC substitute.
number 6, I believe.
7 goals, City FC to 1 from DB Dragons. Good left-footed shot. Went down the center.
Double damage control
Sutton
now,
just
very
could
much
not get down quick enough.
ensuring that it
And Terrell Harris,
get out of hand.
he scored City FC
Crazy
7th.
counter.
A 6-goal cushion now with just about 4 minutes left to play, and you would think that the referee has seen enough. I don't think much additional time will be added to the end of this half.
Surely now, City FC are way out of the sights of DB Dragons. It's almost near impossible to back a 6-goal rather deficit in 4 minutes.
If the Brazilian team could not do it against Germany, I don't think DB Dragons will be able to do it against City FC.
Rolling back the years there, Enrique, as we see. And the 13 there for DB, the 14. Vanilla Fortune was a second half substitute and looks to be in a lot of discomfort there. Hoping that he's okay. Physios are getting involved.
Well, it's the medics.
Maybe this will be cause for some additional time. But as we have a lull in the action here, Enrique dominantly for City FC. As we see again, that's the instance in which it seems as if La Fortune was injured.
It looks like his own player.
That is goal number 5
Player took him down there.
for a
So
series.
it was not a foul. Like you said, Liu, dominant day for City FC.
Keeper is not ready to give it up just yet. No, he has to.
There you see number 21 just crashing into La Fortune. And he's able to get up and walk off the field on his own. That's a good sign. We hope that he's okay.
Play continues. About a minute and a half of normal time remaining. City FC still lead 7-1 against the DB Dragons. It's been a tough day at the office for the boys in red. Jude,
Here comes Pro once again. Rips it in the area.
City FC
He's at the
still
end of it.
looking for more even at these
Into the bleachers.
late stages of the game.
Looking for cover here.
Seem to manage out on a mistake again. And this time Chamberlain could save. And Enrique, that would have been his second defensive error that would have led to a goal and they scored it. Something that City FC have to be wary about.
But the team will definitely put those chances away. Here's the breakaway. Lovely. Lovely turn. His shot is wide. He did all the hard work there, Liu. And the final product just was not enough.
That's because
It was a
instead
really
of
good
controlling
effort
the ball,
by Elmingson. Another second half substitute. City FC have made a load of changes as you would have expected. And just couldn't convert. I think the defender actually did well to get back and put him off just a bit. Yeah, did enough there. Put some pressure on Hinkson. And Sutton would have been pleased to see that one roll wide. We have hit the 80-minute mark, so we're into added time.
Just to see how long the referee gives. How much more suffering can danger.
Here they go again. Here's Hinkson. Looking for the eighth. A good strike and
Like they hit the side net. Or is it a goal? It is a goal. That is a beauty from Hickson.
well, Elon Hinkson missing a chance a few minutes ago and immediately gets on the score sheet. Let's take a look. It was an impossible angle to me. He was way out on the right hand side and I think Sutton has to be doing better there. Shouldn't be getting beaten at his first post, but this angle will tell it all. Elon Hinkson beats his defender.
That is the end of the encounter.
Has the strike.
What to do?
Had a lot of power behind it, Enrique.
A lot of power. But like you said, Sutton should have done a lot better there. Yeah. But the referee has seen enough. She blows her whistle.
And the
It
voting
finishes
comes now.
8 goals
City
City FC to 1 for DB Dragons.
Victorious over
7
DB
goals
Dragons.
unanswered
And
from DB Dragons. Your thoughts, Lee?
Victorious.
Yep, really impressive, important. Really impressive performance rather from City FC. I think the first half was a lot more convincing than the second.
That brings to
As
the
you
end of the
mentioned, they
game.
didn't really get a foothold in the second half, but they were still able to score goals. You would have imagined that it would have been a drop off in the performance due to the substitutions. Wasn't their strongest team, but they were still able to get the job done. Didn't concede any goals in the second half, and they were able to extend the lead and finish very strongly, as we just saw from Elon Hinkson. But from the perspective of the DIBE Dragons, definitely a day to not forget, but improve on, look back on the mistakes, and let's take a look at the goals that were scored. That one, and a lot of the goals today,
Coming from that left-hand side. 3 or 4 of them came from the left in the first half.
there's two. And of course, that man, Aidan Barker, had a brilliant,
First half.
the pace of that man.
A lot of defensive errors on both sides as well, but that was a beautiful shot there from Aidan Barker.
Yes. And again, Sutton, very eager, coming off his line a lot, allowing a lot of space as well for the City FT. And that was the penalty. Well slotted home.
It finishes here full time. City FC 8, DB Dragons 1. That's all we have from Foundation Park. My name was Enrique Rupert, alongside Liu Chin. Thank you for joining us on Scorch TV for the TTFA Northzone Youth League action. We'll see you next week.
Local Lions versus Cardinals.
You see a lot of the action there, and it was
Next, under 15.
so. Yep. So that's what we have for you. City FC dominant, a dominant morning in all divisions, and an 8-1 victory over the DIBE Dragons. So as Enrique did say, it's been Liu Chin and Enrique Rupert here on commentary. Thank you for viewing us here on Scorch TV, and stay tuned every week for more Northzone Youth League action here on Scorch TV. Do have an amazing day.
Versus